Hello everybody, this is Bronar, and welcome back to another episode of Beyond Legendary. Over here we got a very important mission. We gotta plant an export transponder onto that psionics transmitter thingy. We'll have only 4 turns, but as we move up we'll be able to destroy little nodes that buy us some more time. This mission is going to be unlocking the Advent network tower in this region, which will lead to us being able to liberate this place. This is a very, very important and critical type of mission for us to do. However, there's going to be 13 to 15 enemies, so it's going to be a very, very difficult mission. We've got a squad of 5 over here. We got Antarezic, our Hell Knight. You guys are going to be seeing this guy a lot, actually, or this class a lot, because we have 3 Hell Knights in our entire roster. We have Dredaya over here. This is our bombing skirmisher. Very different from the usual skirmishers that I build, but I want to try it out. We've got Reshi over here, our Super Templar. Ladonal over here, this is the episode 1 guy, the guy who doesn't take cover but has a lot of defensive shielding, capable of throwing axes and using ice thrower thingies. And finally our Rook over here, Shinan. Lots of armor, the ability to shield up, create smoke for the squad, and that smoke is laced with combat drugs that gives us a little bit more bonus aim and crit. Alright, let's begin. I'll start by running Dredaya right up to here. 2 drones right up ahead. Okay. Let's make sure we don't get revealed by those drones. This spot should be safe. I want to be able to get vision on the other drone up there.
My money.
I can't see that other drone from here. Let's have Antarezic stand up here so we can at least see it. I really want to make sure that I'm not running into its little detection radius thing right now. In fact, I'm going to bring you... I'm a little bit scared of running forward. I feel like we're going to get revealed by something. We got to, need to be able to get vision of it somehow, but I can't figure out how. How do I get vision of the one in the back? Reshi, can you provide us vision?
I knew all these paths once.
Yes, there we go. Okay, so now we see both of them. So the red tiles that we see are exactly what are going to be advertised. Have some people standing around here. Maybe have Ladon right there.
Look to the horizon and lament.
Bring Antarezic down right about... I want Antarezic towards the middle of the map because they are our tanks.
On the move.
Antarezic right down there, and Shinan, I guess you can post yourself... I kind of want to have both our tanks towards the middle of the map. I don't want to be like around the edges.
Running.
I don't think there's anything I can do about that. I think we just have to be around the edges here. She can stand here. Let's get ready to take care of these 2 drones. 2 drones, 13 to 15 enemies, so there are going to be a lot. The next group of 2 right here, so that's 4 enemies on the map that have been found. That's like around a third or a fourth of the enemies on the map.
Lead to defeat.
1 drone is going to be leaving the area right now. That is fine. I think we start fighting these guys. We've got a couple of transponders here that we can destroy easily, so that's kind of nice. How do we start? I think we start by just throwing an axe against this guy, because this axe apparently pierces armor. That's amazing. If we can get like the 6 damage crit, I would be so happy with this. Can you get that, Ladonal? No 6 damage crit, unfortunate.
Unsheathe your blades.
How did your crit only hit for 3 when you're piercing their armor? That's actually a good question. Why did it do that? Okay, we got a couple of other moves here. One move is to just finish off that drone. I can also run a little bit closer forward to kill that Hell Knight, if I'm feeling brave. I don't know if I'm feeling brave right now. I feel like I don't want to move any closer than this. I will be willing to take a move up to here.
Finally.
Hopefully that doesn't activate anything beyond that drone from earlier. I do see some stuff up there, so we just gotta be a bit careful here. First, let's try to finish off that Hell Knight down there. What we're going to do next is we're going to also get ready to use this grenade, maybe. Oh, actually, let's use the grenades to kill these 2 guys, because they're right next to each other. Dredaya has the ability to throw really big grenades. not only are they really big, we can actually throw 2 of them at once. Very fun build right there. Get a double grenade on top of those guys, should be able to at least kill one of them off. Beautiful. After that, Shinan over here should be able to go for a kill on that trooper. Our shot is a little bit inaccurate, so I'm going to activate our shield wall, which gives us some smoke and bonus accuracy, I believe, right? And now we should have an 87% chance to get a kill there. Beautiful work.
See that?
Excellent job to everyone right now. We're doing great here. We're going to have Ladonal come over here and finish off that surveillance drone if possible. Almost a kill, but not quite. I don't know why the damage is displayed twice on that attack. This isn't the first time that I've seen that. Curious as to why it does that. Let's also build up some focus for Reshi here. Excellent work.
Eradicated.
Rishi is starting to build up her focus. We're going to want to make sure that she is capped out for as much of the mission as possible. Give her a bit of shielding here. And finally, we have Antarezic over here. We unfortunately can't really do anything else from this position with Antarezic. I'm pretty sure I can't kill that drone. So instead, what we're going to do is we're just going to take this opportunity to maybe blow up the transponder back there. Buy us a little bit more time. I'll throw an evac zone closer up to the front of the map when we hit the next few steps there, I think. Or maybe I should just throw it up now so I can have an evac. It might be better to just throw the evac now.
Depends on survival.
As you guys can see, we have some very tanky units right now. We got like Reshi, we got Hell Knight, we got 2 people that can just generate shields indefinitely, while the rest of the squad is able to focus fire and kill off the remaining enemies around here.
The blood and collect the teeth.
The last pod is somewhere really far down there, so we should be clear to run down here. Oh, nope, that was a lie. There was a bunch of stuff here. I thought there... Oh, there's more! Oh my goodness! That was a preview that I did not want to see. Okay, there's a lot of enemies around here. Let's get an evac zone out.
This is Firebrand. Evac request confirmed. Hold tight.
Start by trying to take care of this drone if it has a little bit of chip damage.
Armor still holding.
I'm a little bit worried about the frost enemies here. There's a lot of frost enemies in that group. Quite a lot of them, in fact. Rishi unfortunately can't rend this round because she's disoriented. We also have a drone right down there. I do need to take care of this drone, both of these drones in fact. Start by throwing an axe against this one here. Enough for a kill. Is there actual armor penetration on this weapon? It doesn't seem like there is. Also, it's bugging out really hard right now. It doesn't seem like there's any armor penetration. I feel like a graze should have done at least 2 damage to this thing, right? Okay, well, we have a bunch of drones here with 1 HP. I kind of wanted them all to have no HP. Okay, we're gonna group you guys up together. I had to think a bit about what I wanted to do here, but I'm pretty sure this is what I want to do here. Let's finish off. How much damage can you do with your gun? 3 to 6. Are you able to hit that drone from here? 68%. Can we get high ground against it? We can get high ground against it, that's good. Although, if I take high ground against it, there's a chance that we get hit by micro missiles and get sent plummeting down to our deaths. Maybe it's better if I just step over here and take the shot. Excellent work, taking care of that drone. Then after that, this person over here is going to shield wall, set up some smoke, and try to finish off this drone over here. Beautiful work. Okay, so at the very least we got rid of everything that's kind of harassing our team right now. Dealt with all the really nasty stuff. Then we're going to start setting up our squad. Maybe I think standing in the smoke behind full cover behind this guy is a pretty good spot for Rishi to just recover from. This should be the second to last group, and then that last group up there should be the actual last one. We're getting hit by a frost grenade. Ow.
Injury.
The Viper taking a shot against us. Oof, that's a big hit, even with 3 armor. Ouch. Well, hang in there, you guys. Especially you, Shinan. You're not looking so hot right now. Good dodges right there. There's still a frost mech though, that's a really scary one. It chose to double move up to our squad, interesting. Okay, that's not as bad as it could have been. Well, no, it's still pretty damn bad, but... how do we take care of all this stuff? We know there's another group of enemies out there, and I'm trying really hard not to activate them, because if I do, I think we're just literally going to drop dead. I'm trying really hard not to accidentally run into those guys. Let's start by having Ladonal just double Axo against this mech. He is immune to the ice damage, but we should be able to at least start chipping him down with you. Alright, good starting amount of damage there. Rishi has access to a Bolt here if we want to make use of that. Bolt unfortunately does not affect robotics. I won't be able to use it on anything else other than those guys. We could also just chop this guy with a Rishi if we want. Flashbang is not a bad option. I'm actually heavily considering that Flashbang. I want to get a little bit closer. I think up to here should be safe without activating more stuff, right? I can also throw the bomb like this. This actually might be a slightly safer bomb, so let's go for this one. What perks do we have on this? We have Volatile Mix, we have Packmaster. I don't have increased explosion damage, so I don't think this will destroy the environment very effectively. Let's just throw this mostly for the damage output here. Or something like that. That was actually a really good grenade, wow. Okay, that was incredibly good. Can we just get a little bit more finishing damage against that Frost Legion bomber? Because that guy's kind of scary. Beautiful work, drone wreck destroyed. We still need to kill the Frost Legion mech. I think a zap and a chop from Rishi is the right play here. We're almost done with that Frost Legion bomber, and we're almost done with this mech. Let's try to at least kill Rishi if possible. A nice job from Rishi. That's a max damage roll right there. A surprise, but a pleasant one. To be sure. Alright, Rishi, set up your shield. See if we can tank more hits. We have a very, very tanky squad, and this is going to help us get through this mission. Heal yourself up, sir. Activate your shield wall, get some smoke back up once again, and let's try to knock out that Frost Legion bomber. The other option is the Flashbang. Flashbang isn't actually the worst option either, because if the Viper comes up and grabs someone, then we actually do have to fight everything else in the map. We might prefer not having to do that this round.
Rock and roll.
I think that might actually be the case here. Blow that up. A little bit more time here. Do I go for the kill? 2% chance of a graze. I don't think that should pose much of a problem for us. I am a little bit worried about the Viper's ability to just hit tongue grab. Nah, I think I should just kill the things that I can kill. Alright, Muton finally destroyed. Excellent. I'm really enjoying this grenade build on Dredaya there. Alright, here comes the potential tongue grab right there. Poison Fit first because it is a free action, but it misses completely with that. The AI doesn't seem to know its own range.
Anything to prolong a a soldier's life.
So she is going to take a bit of a hit there, but she did have her shields up, so she's okay right now. But here comes the other group of enemies. 2 mechs. I didn't even know there could just be a pot of 2 mechs. Dang. Oh, that's that on yellow alert. Hang in the reshi. Okay, that is a little bit scarier than before. 12 enemies found. There is at least one more group of enemies out there, so we're not even done with enemies just yet. Let's start throwing our axe against that mech. I want this thing dead. Beautiful crit. Wow, good hit. That guy again, please. Infinite axe throws. This definitely needs to get nerfed. We have like 100% accuracy, multi-ranged attack. At the very least, limit its range. I don't think you can throw an axe that far and still be that accurate.
Good to go.
And get your reload in. Shield walls up. Excellent work. Mech destroyed. Team is working hard at killing everything around here, and they're doing a great job so far. Keep it up, you guys. Try to knock this Viper off of that person, please. Yeah, I was afraid of that.
Come on, focus.
We will probably have to use this grenade then. You do have the hit and run ability. If I grapple you up to here, you can actually go for a multi-shot attack against that Viper. Let's do that first, seeing as how you do have the hit and run ability. Excellent starting shot right there, and I might not even have to use my grenade for this if I do a good job here. Rishi does have the option to Bolt as well as Shield. I think she should just kill this thing and then set up her shield. Don't need to do anything super complex. Just a nice and straightforward round here. We want to make sure that Rishi does not go down. She did lose a ton of life, which means she won't get to participate on the retaliation mission that's coming up. And I kind of did want her on that mission, unfortunately. Let's get up a little bit closer so we can start double bombing maybe that droid down there. Maybe I shoot the droid actually. I think we'll shoot the droid. There's a decent chance that we might kill it if we get the crit or something. No crit, nice try. The network separation is happening very soon. We do need to set that up just a bit. The frost mech is moving forward, getting ready to do frost mech things, probably just ice bombing us.
I hate you so much.
A little bit annoying, but it wasn't actually too bad. Antaresic is immune to explosives and chill because of her status as a Hell Knight. Something to remember there. Now, I want that frost mech dead. And you know what? Ladonal is just standing here tossing axes like a madman right now, and it's working. A little bit too well right now. Oh my goodness, infinite axes on Ladonal? Is this legal? I don't know, I feel like that should be as illegal as possible. Something about that is just so messed up, being able to just repeatedly do that over and over again. Finish off this mech, please. Ah, not intelligence yet. Somebody here score a kill. Someone else needs to, like, destroy the objective, too. I can't move Rishi without taking an Overwatch, unfortunately. She should actually be fine. This is actually really inaccurate. I'm gonna run the Hell Knight up. Break that Overwatch so Rishi can do something this round. I'm gonna stand over here and pick up this loot. Should be fine, I think. We're pretty far away from that other group back there, I think, so... I think we activated them. Oh shoot, there's Flame Viper in that group too. Jeez. Flame Viper is a pretty scary one in particular. Alright, Rishi can move up and flashbang those guys. Someone else just needs to be able to finish off the Frost mech. And then someone else needs to be able to destroy the transponder. Do we even have enough actions for this? We might not. Apparently I'm not allowed to chop this with my Templar too. Ooh, that's a bit of a problem there, isn't it? Yeah, let's do this. Our Hell Knight should be immune to the explosion. So this should be safe. Should be safe. Beautiful work. Alright, that was an excellent use of our actions there.
Asset secure.
Then after that, why don't we go finish off one more of these things so we can just grab ourselves as much time as possible. Then after that, we need to figure out how to keep Reshi alive against the rest of these enemies here. That Flame Viper is very scary in particular. I might decide to go for the stun against that. That does place me out in the open against a scout and a biotrooper though, and I kind of don't want to do that if I can help it. Am I more scared of Reshi dying from a surprise shot as she flashbangs this thing? Or am I more scared of the... You're technically immune to fire damage. I think this thing's gun is fire damage. This actually might be really safe. Hold up. This might actually be incredibly safe here. And that'll also put us right next to the objective so we can get ready to grab it. This will also stop this scout from doing dangerous things to our team. And after that, what I should be able to do is I should be able to just have Rishi sit back here in safety and try to flashbang that Viper, but it's a little bit far away. We have full cover for her? We don't. I'm a little bit hesitant about running Rishi up here. I feel like she's gonna get hit by like the fire snake and then die. Would I rather flashbang the fire snake or would I rather Oh, I don't want to lose my Templar this early on. Rishi's just not in a really good state right now. If I hunker down, it might still firebomb us. That's the issue. Just having low HP against this thing is really dangerous. I think we actually just run away, probably. Yeah, I think we just run away with Rishi. If I'm not careful, she's going to get spat on by the fire breath of this thing. Now, the Flame Viper is a very dangerous enemy type. It is capable of lighting things on fire with its shots.
This looks a little ugly.
And, oh my gosh, and its shots do a lot of damage too, as you guys just saw right there. Antarezic is taking a big beating right now. Hopefully Antarezic will be okay. I was hoping Antarezic would be immune to the thing's bullets, but it seems like it's not. Now then, we can grab the objective here. I just need to ensure that I have some way of killing that Flame Viper. The Donald back here is just... Donald has moved from the spot for like the past 3 turns. He's just been contributing the most damage on the squad just by standing in one spot. That's kind of ridiculous in its own really funky way. Alright, we need to kill off this Frostroid. I have one more grenade. I kind of wanted to use that grenade on that Viper, but unfortunately we might not be able to do that. I'm a little bit worried about Antarezic over here. Antarezic can easily die if we're not careful.
Finally!
Let's get Shannon up here. I really wish I had like an easier way to kill that Viper up there, but I just really don't.
Holding position.
Activate our shield wall, take the shot, see if it goes down. Excellent shot. That is going to allow us to save up our grenade with something else up here if possible. Rishi can continue destroying things on the sides for the team, even though she can't participate in the front lines. At the very least, she can do that. I'm gonna get ready to send up Dredaya so that we can throw a fire grenade on that Flame Viper, because that thing does need to die. We could also just opt to Overwatch instead. That's not a bad option either. I'm just really scared for Antarezic. Interesting. Does not have the ability to shield and a shotgun right now. That Biotrooper and that Snake are both threatening you pretty heavily. I think I'm definitely planting this bomb so I just don't have to worry about the timer anymore. Then after that, we're gonna run you back to like hopefully a safe spot somewhere
The X4
that's
charges are active, but the aliens are still working to isolate the
nearby,
transmitter.
preferably.
Eliminate any remaining hostiles before they cut it off.
Alright, we don't need to destroy that anymore. I keep like targeting these things, but we really don't need to destroy this anymore. We need to find a way to get our team up so that they can actually participate in this fight here. I'm thinking about overwatching, but I kind of need the ammo next round. I'm going to reload instead. Antiresic. Do you guys think this is enough to stop the snake from killing Antiresic? Probably not, right? I feel like the snake can come around. Actually, it might not be able to reach Antiresic. If I'm wrong about this, Antiresic is going to drop dead and die, though. So, if I'm going to do this, I better make it absolute certain that Antiresic won't get shot. I can't be certain about that from here. I'm really scared of that snake, and I'm really scared for Antiresic right now. Maybe I should have just stalled one more round with Reshi, I don't know. I think we just take the full cover here. If I stand here, I think the snake can come around the sides and shoot us, so probably here is a little bit better. I think here is a little bit better. I don't see this Biotrooper getting a flank on this spot from that position.
Moving to
This
position.
should be the best spot for us. Then after that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take Rishi. I'm kind of disoriented right now. I'm trying to figure out where everything is. I'm gonna put Rishi in half cover over here. That way the Biotrooper might choose to target her instead. I think the Flame Viper should be too far away to hit Rishi, so as long as she's like standing here, it should be fine.
I knew all these.
I want that Biotrooper to try and kill, or try and shoot Rishi though. Not kill, don't kill Rishi, we want Rishi alive. Alright, and here comes some reinforcements from right behind us. Raptor Commando. This is another new type of enemy. I did say I was going to go over what all these new enemies do, so let me just let you see their F1 screen so you guys can at least read it if you guys want to know what these guys are capable of. Same with the Flame Viper. Miss. Oh my god, it destroyed the cover! Apparently that thing's explosive damage is incredibly high. Antiresic over here taking these hits like a champion.
This is Firebird.
Not down yet,
Time
but
to
she
go.
will go down if we don't help her out. Alright, we need to help ourselves first though. Let's get ready to take care of these guys. First things first. I've already shown you guys the medic. I want to show you guys the Raptor Commando if possible. So this is the Raptor Commando. This is one of the other series of commando type enemies. This one comes with the sustain ability, very similar to the Advent Priest. Their main thing is their ability to get off chip damage against your squad. They have the Raptor Jump. It's exactly the same as the jetpack ability that you get in vanilla XCOM with that Icarus armor. So they can jump right behind your team and shoot you if they want, although they tend not to do that. I feel like their AI should prioritize that a bit more, but they tend to use their side strike instead. Their gun is low damage to make up for the fact that they're able to jump anywhere and flank you from any position. They also have this thing called telekinetic strike. They use this quite often. Pushes you back, disorients you, and knocks you out of cover, which is really bad. And they also have a telekinetic shot that can do a bit more chip damage with that 3 damage down here. They come with squad sight, so they can act as snipers, and they have a couple of immunities. One of the big ones is immunity to fire. You cannot burn these guys. And yeah, that is the Raptor Commando, kind of like a flanker skirmisher type enemy, very annoying and hard to kill because of sustain and their ability to pick really good positions. And then final thing over here I want to showcase is the Flame Viper. Didn't really give you guys a opportunity to read this thing's abilities, but here you go. This thing has a Viper tongue, 4 to 6 damage. This thing doesn't actually do the tongue grab and bind and crush ability very often. For the most part, it tends to use Flame Spit and just shoot you for a ton of damage. And this thing's gun does a lot of damage, and it can also burn too, which is really, really scary. High mobility, high accuracy, and just overall good stats on this enemy make it a really, really dangerous thing to fight against. Now then, I really badly want this Viper dead. Can I make that Viper dead, please? Can this grenade just make it dead? That would be so nice. Booze it, perhaps? Not the best. Maybe I should have just grappled behind it and shot it twice. That probably would have been a bit more effective, honestly. We got a shot here, not the best shot though. Reshi can't participate, although she can activate Volt against it.
Our way is made clear.
Reshi, can you give me a nice healthy Volt against this guy? Bit more of a zap right there. Excellent. Then somebody else just needs to finish this thing off. I think we'll make that into Ladonal's job. And by doing this, Ladonal can get ready to help out with Antiresic down there. Get over here, Ladonal, destroy this person. Excellent work. Finally got rid of that Frost Flame Snake. Clear.
Yours for the taking.
Now then, how do we take care of these guys? These guys are going to be a little bit more problematic for us. We do actually have a flank against the medic if I grapple up to here and shoot twice in this guy's direction. Not the worst idea. The thing about the Raptor Commando is that it's going to get guaranteed damage off against us anyway, so I feel like cover doesn't matter nearly as much as just being able to kill this thing. So I'm just going to focus on killing off the medic so it doesn't get a chance to stun us. It does have this, an ability called Disabling Shot. Same one as the one that XCOM has. And in fact, we managed to kill that guy in one hit, which means I get to actually have cover. Alright, Antiresic, what are we doing with you? Heal up. Yeah, you're gonna be fine. Just hang in there, Antiresic. Took a big hit earlier, but
Standing fast.
stand strong. Help is on the way. I could just get vision of that guy up there. I can't get vision of that guy up there. Instead, I'll have you focus on helping out against the Raptor Commando then. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna position you against full cover. Shields up. We've got like a battle happening on two fronts right now. We'll try to flashbang that Raptor Commando, so at the very least it won't get to do its little chip damage move on us. Here comes the Bio Trooper, moving in to take a shot.
I think I'm clean.
We are protected, excellent. And here comes the Raptor Commando doing its other thing, taking a shot. Hopefully it misses. Nice miss.
That all you got?
Okay then, can we finally finish off that Bio Trooper? It's like right down there, so if I move you out to a different spot, maybe like right around here,
I'm on
he
it.
should lose his cover from taking cover against Antiresic, and we should be able to knock him out finally. Beautiful work.
Target
Didn't even need Ladonal's help
Burning ammo
apparently.
fast.
Alright, then after that, we just gotta take care of this Raptor Commando. Let's go do our thing.
I'll do it.
Rudaya, you might be out of grenades, but you still have your hit and run and all your other skirmishing abilities. Some damage off against that guy. One more shot. Not enough for a kill. He does have his sustain ability, like I said before. But now it's just a matter of killing him when he tries to make a run for it. I think he has the ability to jetpack, so this won't even work because he'll just jetpack instead of running an Overwatch, unfortunately. But that should be fine though. I'm just gonna put Ladonal right here and I don't know, maybe I'll shoot at Ladonal with all his armor. That would be preferable than shooting anyone else on the team. I'm also okay with them shooting Reshi as long as Reshi has her shields up. And we're going to be getting ready to leave very soon. See what this guy's up to right now. He's actually going to make a run for it and die for that. Nice. Alright then, this was a very, very tough mission. But I think we handled it pretty well, at least as best as we could have. We nearly lost our Hell Knight for that last really aggressive dive back there, but it did allow us to get to the objective without having to stall for longer. I don't know if it would have been wise to stay here for longer, because every round that we have to destroy one of these things, we essentially have to give up one of our actions. So even though we have a 5-man fighting team, as long as we're being pressed by the timer and having to invest one action into destroying these things on the sides, we're essentially being forced to fight with 4 people at once. So I feel like being able to just press into the enemy team and just kind of take the objective was probably the right choice there. I don't know, maybe like in a different universe where like the Flame Viper gets a crit on our guy, we're like, oh, we shouldn't have ran in there.
Ready to boogie.
It's always hard to kind of discuss this type of hindsight type stuff.
They're bringing in reinforcements.
We're not out of here yet, Rezik.
I'm out of here.
Alright,
All XCOM
and that's
operatives
that.
are secure.
I'll see you guys
Fire
back in
Brand is returning
HQ.
to base.
Alright then, and welcome back to our squad. You guys did an excellent job on that mission, and we will probably have to do that retaliation very soon. Unfortunately, 3 of you guys are not participating on that next mission, but we did get some promotions here, so that's always a nice sight. Always a lovely thing to see. Sacred Incense is a very, very big pickup. Smoke Grenades cleanse and provide protection from mental effects now. So now, instead of having to grab Mind Shields or Flashbang a Sectoid, all we gotta do is take Shinan, run them next to someone, and activate the Fart Cloud, and we will automatically cleanse them from Mind Control. Over here we got Antarezic, finally picking up Haste and Resolve. Another one of our Hell Knights that has the ability to tank and fight now. Finally, Ladonal over here. What are we doing with Ladonal? I said I'm gonna take Crusader's Rage, but why did I say that? Because I'm doing a tank build, that's right. Right, now I remember. We're planning on doing a really weird, funky build where we take Tis But a Scratch and Crusader's Rage, and we can ignore up to 9 HP worth of damage on the soldier. And they'll be able to participate in a lot of missions because of this. Alright, lots of good pickups. We even got an Illyrium core in that bunch. I want to just stockpile as many Illyrium cores as possible because they are a key tech, or at least a key resource for some of the late game tech. You need like an Illyrium core for every single plasma weapon that you try to build. So you're going to need a lot of those later on. Unfortunately, we still don't have enough sergeants. Wait, what? No, I do have sergeants. Why does it say... Oh, it's that new thing. Okay, hold up. We don't have a sergeant because we have people that do not trust Reapers and Templars. So these people, unfortunately, cannot participate on the Reaper hunt mission. I could rescue an alien defector instead of getting our Reapers, although I kind of did want to get the Reapers. I don't want to wait on that too long if I can help it. Now, because we completed our Liberation 3, the Advent Network Tower is now finally revealed with all the information that we've gathered from our past few missions in these regions. And now, once we do this Advent Network Tower, the location of the regional HQ will be revealed and we can attack that and finally oust the Advent administration from the Western US. That is going to be a very big goal for our team. Before I do that though, I want to just take care of this alien relay here. Or not the alien relay, but the retaliation that's going to happen soon. Right now, in fact.
Setting course for the
Alright, let's get a squad loaded out here. This is going to be a pretty tough one. Another mission type where the Chosen show up on. Whether it's retaliation, data tap, or any sort of counter activity. The Chosen are always on these types of missions. We've got our Ranger on that mission also. And I think we're ready for this. Let's gear up our squad. Oh, let me also check what Chosen is in this region. This looks like the Warlock symbol. I think usually the little spinny thing is a Warlock thing. Alright then. And I think for this team, Dredaya, you're going to be on it once more. You're kind of a bit tired already, but I think I am going to have to push you down just a little bit more. You're at least not like super tired like some of these other people are. Frost Purifier, Ladonal's also going to be on this mission. I think Ladonal and Dredaya make for a pretty fun combo here. You got one guy throwing axes repeatedly and another guy just exploding everyone's cover. Unfortunately, our Sharpshooter, Overseer, and Fusilier are all unavailable for this one. There's Storm Rider. A little bit of lag here while the game tries to load everything. That was the guy from last episode. Just recruited him. Let's take a look at how relevant he'll be for this campaign. We have a Roboticist. I guess I'll send the Roboticist on this mission and the Dragoon. I find that these hacker classes tend to not get as much EXP as some of my other units because I always try to save them for hacking missions. Sometimes it's worth it to just send them out even if it's not a hacking mission, I think. I kind of want to take the Fusilier even though the person's tired right now. They would be a really helpful unit to have on this type of mission. Sharpshooter here. Finally, one more unit. I think for our last unit, I'm gonna bring along... I guess I do need a Shinobi on this one. Bring our Shinobi on this one. There are two variants to the retaliation missions. This one is Haven Defense, which means there's gonna be a lot of overwatching involved. We are going to need a squad of people that can run out and grab and rescue people, and we have another squad that can fight the Chosen as well as the reinforcements that drop in. I think this is a squad that should be able to handle that decently well. Hopefully we won't have too much trouble fighting the Chosen though. I feel like the squad might have some trouble fighting the Chosen. Let me switch this up a bit. Grab my Muton Trooper. I want RNZ on this one because RNZ has the ability to mark enemies. And maybe I want a Hollow Targeter on this team. Yeah, I think we want a Hollow Targeter on this team. The person I'll take off for that Hollow Targeter is probably the Roboticist, unfortunately. I know Eula's probably a fan favorite in the series right now. I know everyone loves seeing Eula on these streams. But I think right now what we really need is a hollow targeting unit. Bobo over here is going to get very tired after this mission, but I do need a hollow targeter so I can mark down the Warlock and just shoot him to death through cover, I think. I generally find shooting things to death through cover to be very valuable. Oh, actually the Viper Marauder might do it. Mr. Wetjohn, I believe the Viper Marauder has the Frost Mark ability, if I'm not mistaken. I could have sworn it had a Frostmark ability. Is that a different Viper that had it? I think this Viper should have it. I'm almost certain that it has it. I've used it before and it had it, I think. Alright, we're gonna take this guy on this mission, and if he doesn't have it, then... But, yeah, let's do some equipment. We can gear some people up around here. We do have a laser cannon available for our Dragoon, excellent. Sharpshooter over here, am I okay with just giving you the auto sniper? I would prefer to have a laser sniper, that way you have extra ammo to shoot with. Laser bolt up on that guy. We have a frost axe, can we make that into a laser axe maybe? The hardest part about Beyond Legendary, finding the stuff that you want to manufacture from the screen. This truly is the hardest part of the entire game. Pistol, laser shorty, laser nut. I guess I don't have my Laser axes then. I thought that guy would have a laser axe available right now. Guess not. Okay, never mind then. You'll just have to work with your base equipment for a little bit longer. Do we have upgraded swords, perhaps? I am going to build at least one laser sword for this guy, because this guy definitely deserves one. Is that laser sword? Laser sword. There we go. At least one laser sword for this fella over here. Make sure that's the primary one, because the secondary one does half damage. We could build a ripjack, but I think as soon as I get to my magnetic ripjack, I'm just going to replace the laser one, so I'm just going to keep that off for now. You've got a laser rifle, you've got a laser rifle. You don't really need to have a weapon, your job is to grab people, Masema. Laser rifle, laser cannon, okay, I think we're good on that. Now for the armor. I believe I have Viper armor, but it's currently on a different Viper, but that's alright because this Viper has 9 HP. This Futon is also pretty tanky, so I don't think I need to manufacture armor for this guy just yet. Probably want a piece of armor for that Storm Rider, or a piece of armor for the Skirmisher. Most of you guys here have some pretty good amounts of HP, so I'm not too worried for the rest of you guys. In fact, you'll be fine as long as I give you a nanoscale vest. I don't think you need any more armor for that. Yeah, you'll be fine with that 8 HP armor. That's pretty good. Anything else? Shinobi over here, you also have 8 HP, excellent. I'm just trying really hard to make sure that the entire squad has 8 HP and won't just drop dead. Go, and there we go. Okay, so it seems like we don't need to manufacture too much armor. Yeah, it seems like armor isn't something that is in high demand right now. Alright, everyone has the requisite number of HP. So what I'm going to do now is build at least one more suit of armor for the Skirmisher. Make sure this guy has some equipment so they won't die. And that is gonna be our squad, I think. Alright, you guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. It has been a fun one. It was a really exciting mission. Till next time, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It helps out the channel very greatly. Comments also help out greatly too. And thanks for watching, you guys. Till next time, have a good night. And bye-bye.
Ranger deployed.
We're in the pipe. 5 by 5.